We're still out, smoke in the air, boots in the crowd. This ain't goodbye, this is fire in the chest. One more mile, one more breath. We've come too far to kill the flame. Still got diesel running through our veins. Let the world sleep, we'll raise some sound. One more push, one more round. We don't bow, we don't fade. We rise up, we break the cage. So give me one more round, turn it up louder. Let the whole damn sky feel the power. Hands to the air, feet to the ground. Let the dirt shake from the southern sound. We ain't done, we can grab more ground. These nights don't last, but the heart sure will. We're the echo on the hill. From the front row scream to the back row fire. We were born to take it higher. Let the lights go black, we'll still shine. With a six-string soul and a rebel spine. From town to town, from loud to loud, we go out swinging. One more. Well, they ask me why I sound like this, with a six-string growl and a hammer fist twist. Why I talk back when I should behave. Why I show up loud like I'm digging a grave. I say, son, I ain't here for your rules or permission. I was raised up proud on a rebel ignition. 'Cause I was born to raise hell, it's in my bones. Cranking Skinner loud on a rotary phone. My daddy drank whiskey, my granddad did too. So don't be surprised when I howl like a fool. I don't sit in silence, I don't play it small. This outlaw blood don't blend at all. You call it trouble, I call it tradition. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition. Wine in a three-piece suit. I shotgun beer and scuffed up boots. You can keep your manners and your champagne crowd. I'd rather two-step with the bar lights down. They said you're too rough, I said damn right. I was cut from leather and Friday night. 'Cause I was born to raise hell, it's in my name. Ain't here for clout, I ain't playing no game. My mama lit fires and my uncle raised Cain. So don't look shocked when I dance in the rain. Fold and run, I'm the tailgate preacher with a loaded gun. You call it reckless, I call it conviction. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition.
Oops, it wasn't recording. I thought it was. Well, of course, I scuffed the paint, and the paint bled through. Son of a bitch, I tell ya. All that goddamn work, it's gonna stay that way. I don't give a shit.
I was born to raise hell. Well, the sun's going down on the bayou tonight. Somebody grab a fiddle, let's do it up right.
Well, for my first flame job, I guess it ain't too bad. I don't know. Wish I had a little bit more curve on this, but it'll be fine. It's gonna lead right into this. That tape I bought from Amazon though for striping it, it's junk. Look at all the glue left behind. There's glue all over the place. So I can't take that off until it dries, and hopefully it all comes off. Alright, got the part for Justin. Oh, alright. 3 beers. Got his air cleaner all cleaned up and painted. Cleaned up the backside. Got the new little rubber breather in underneath there. So that's all good to go. Now I gotta put it back together. Oh boy, was I wrong. That has got the paint all messed up, that tape. Obviously my paint was dry to the touch, but it was not dry to the tape. Did it mess it up? I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh my God. Great. Well, I got it cleaned off, but the problem is, no, look at this. This wasn't even a bad spot. The fucking goddamn paint. Oh, I tell you, keeps making me more work. Well, this thing is definitely kicking my ass. After letting it sit for a good week to cure out, I sanded out the bad spots in the corner here. You can see how much paint I had on it just by seeing the sanded DA coming in. See the DA mark right there going across. So, a little orange peely this time. Nothing I can do about that yet. But, now I'm going to let her cure out again. Alright, I get a lot of hits on my YouTube for this car. And this guy here just did all the fuel fixing on the gas tank. And it was not an easy project. You have a brand new gas tank, brand new fuel lines, not fuel lines, fuel lines off the gas tank. Flush the fuel lines out all the way up to here. Pulled these off, flushed it, and the old girl don't want to run. This is what it does. So if you have any information on what it's doing, you definitely reply. Here you go. Fuel pump runs. And that's what it does for the last hour. We've patiently been hitting it, and it will not go past 2 or 3, 4 cylinders. We smoke some gas in it, and she takes right off until the gas runs out. We're thinking injectors. There's your update on this old girl. Alright, finally back to this project. Well, that don't work so good. Can't see a damn thing. Gotta go on the other side. Hang on. Alright, back on the other side here. And I got a pretty good coat of paint on. It's pretty shiny, considering how rough it was. It's a spray can, so hey, not too bad. So I'm gonna let this dry for at least a week. And then I come back and put my stickers on, or make my flames again. I got that side over there touched up. The tape really stuck to that paint, which made a mess, so I ended up sanding all that. So good enough for now. We'll let this cure. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting overwhelmed lately. Oh, looks like the camera's a little dirty. How's that, better? Yeah, there you go. Anyways, we'll flip it around here. I'm knocking this out. Oil change on the truck. Oop, oil change on the truck. Rotating the tires on the truck. Left front wheel bearing. Well, it made noise, but I didn't think it was bad as it is. It took that rotor out. Nice. So I gotta pick up a rotor. Let me keep going here. It doesn't pay for me to video record the whole thing, because if you go back to one of my other videos, I have it in there. Easy peasy. Well, I am not going to lie. I went to go put this back on, and there's no marks, and the pads are perfectly flat. So when I flipped it on the ground, I never really felt it with my finger. I just seen it. Well, there was nothing wrong with it. The slots were full of like brake dust and shit like that. So I just took a grinder through them quick. And then I took a drill through the holes quick and cleaned the holes out, and good enough. On the car it goes, or I should say on the truck. So here's an argument. How many people use anti-seize on the parts and the brakes? They say you're not supposed to because it messes with the torque on the studs and all that shit. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Live in Wisconsin and tell me not to use it. I'll be fine. And the other thing is, for Wisconsin, these pins right here. You ever take your brakes apart? Make sure you grease them. Okay, I greased this pin. I can't see it here. What the hell's going on here? There you go. So you can see the greases on the bottom there. And I just did these probably, 9 months ago. See on the top here, there's no grease left. So once that dries up, the moisture will start getting in there and they'll start rotting up. I should say rusting up. So yeah, make sure you grease them back up again. Well, that buttons that up. So put this tire on, back to the front. Every other time I cross them. And this one here, I will run about, I don't know, probably about 3-4 pounds under max. That tire I'm going to take probably 2 over max, because the outsides are burned off on that from being on the front. And this one's nice and flat from being on the back. Oh, and I forgot to say, so when I was getting overwhelmed with all this stuff, my wife says, well, just take one thing at a time, honey. One thing at a time. Over there, over there. Okay, whatever. One thing at a time. This thing's almost done. Well, I didn't record this tape job, but it's painted. You wait a few more minutes and pull the tape. You ready to see what it looks like? The only problem is my tape pulled some of the paint off. You see where the tape pulled off the paint there, and right there the hook had pulled off, and that hook had pulled off, and right here pulled off, because I did not pre-scratch it, because I scratched it last time and the shit dug in and it all orange peeled on me. Alright, I got them two fixed. I got that one fixed good enough, got that one fixed good enough, but I can't get that one fixed. So once the paint dries, I'll tape it off and just touch it real lightly with the gun, or with the gun, yeah, with the can. Oh, good enough, I guess. Well, finally working on something on this car. Oh, the hatch got slammed and it wrecked, see if I can do this. It wrecked that plastic, clear plastic piece. See how it's cracked there? Right there. So I gotta replace that so I can get the trunk closed before it gets wet in here. Well, that was short-lived. So I do have that clear piece, which is actually black now, but all the slides are all busted. So I'm gonna have to order them to put it back together. Okay, got it all apart. Obviously this piece is junk, and the slides were junk, and the gear was junk. Oh, man, focusing, Daniel, son, focus. Yeah, there's no teeth left on it. So let's shop and see what I can find. Well, that wasn't too bad. I have the guides. I found the guides just by searching Google, and I found the gear by going on dorman.com. Found that, and I got them both coming on Amazon. So there we go. I forgot I have to double check when the parts are coming, but shouldn't be too long. I'll throw it back together. Well, I forgot where I left off on videos, and I'm taking it apart again because that gear, that plastic gear in there is a little tight and the motor can't run it. Well, it's hot. It's still drawing, that's for sure. Oh, let's take her apart. Well, I made a little screw up here. Oh, you see this part right here? This piece over here is supposed to be in that slot there, and it's not. So, that's my fault. Let's flip that around and get her fixed. Okay. Got it all put back together. Can't remember where I left off, but at least I got it cycling now. That gear, that little tight spot in that gear, you can have that, hear that motor have problems going through it. You hear it, see it almost stop? And there it did stop. So if it gets stuck and the motor gets hot and the breaker quits, or just relay, where the hell is it? Right there, the relay gets hot and pops. Or the fact is the motor could just be tired. But yeah, it goes, if it wasn't for that tight spot though, it would go right through it. Well, I came to the conclusion the motor is just weak. Because I can lift it, I can push it, I lubed it, it don't matter. That motor just can't move it. Unless that housing, that new housing is crooked and it's putting a lot of pressure on the motor, that could be why. But how do I know? I'm done effing around. I ordered a new one. Alrighty, that's it for this project for tonight. I'm ready for a beer after this. Happy, beautiful Saturday, and I mean beautiful Saturday. Sorry, I am just terrible lately. I'm not getting really nothing interesting done to record. For example, today was this thing, the kids' tractor. View out a little bit. We're trying to get the shaft hooked up to lift it up, and we got the rod, but we're missing a piece underneath that lifts it up this way. So working on that. We got a seat, aftermarket. Didn't really work. We ended up putting new riv nuts in it and made it work. And that's about it for this thing. And what else is next? Let's go look. We repaired a hole in the concrete where it busted open. That was one thing. As you can see what I mean, not really interesting content for you. But that's what I mean. It is what it is. I forgot to show you what happened. I forgot to say what happened with this. I taped it all off, went to fix it. It was good enough. Okay, so I thought I was done. I let the touch-up dry. I went to peel off the tape, and it ripped it all off. So ended up, just got done sanding it now, and we're going to a birthday party, so I ain't got time to paint it, but that's where I'm at on that. One of the other things I got done is I got all expansion joints all filled in with expansion joint filler. Looks really nice. Keep the water out and keep it from cracking up some more. I'm not quite done. I got to buy 4 more tubes for down here. I got, let's see if I can show you, like from right there and out I got to do yet. So we're waiting for the Menards rebates to come in. I got like, oh Christ, like 30 bucks coming. So that'll buy me maybe 40 bucks, and that'll buy me 2 more tubes of this stuff. Because that shit is 20 bucks a tube. And I already got, let's see, I got 12 tubes on it already. I need another 4. So, oh, I forgot to tell you what not to do. Remember I tell you this channel's to learn what not to do? Let me show you. Aftermarket gas cap off of eBay. I think it was 17 bucks, give or take. All right, it's not John Deere's. John Deere's is 50. Do not buy the cheap ones. Here's the vent hole for the cheap ones right on top. Okay, when the sun comes out, it hits this clear plastic. It's cool inside the tank, condensates, runs right down in the hole where the gauge is, and runs water in there. I showed you how much water is in there, but that's the reason the water is getting in there, because of condensation from this cap. So I took it all apart. Now there's nothing on it. I sealed it. The vent is now right there on the side. There you can see it. And I got that facing down so water can't run in it. Where is it? Yeah, right there that is. So that's on the bottom side. So water can't run in it. And that was, you know, another little project that had to be done. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Do not buy the cheap one. If you're going to put a decent gauge in it, put a $50 one in it. Because I ended up flushing this tank again. 2 days that this little plastic cap I made for this to cover that, the wind blew it off, and that little that 2 days let that water get in that gas again. All right, that's all I got for you on the John Deere. Sick of buying seats and hoods? Oh, I got something for you on this baby. Oh, just give me the dumb fuck award. Let's just go with that. Let me show you what I got going on here. I really can't shut it off. Watch this. Power button. Boom. Okay, you heard pop, right? Watch. Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit. Oh my God, look at that, huh? So the reason it ain't buttoned up is because I need to do the rear shocks yet, and I need to get into the side panels. But, yeah, check this out. I won't even do it, I'll just show you. Oop. What the fuck? Well, I don't get it. Now what the fuck? Oh, it didn't come up. Oh, there we go. So I don't know why it didn't come up. It's supposed to come up. Maybe it's out of adjustment. But here we go. There we go. Look at that shit. Sounds like it might be just a tad tight. That I can adjust. All right, show you again. So if it stays down, that means it needs to be adjusted. I'm not sure what's going on. Ooh, the motor's hot. Yep, she ain't fucking staying down. Yep, that's what it is. You gotta do a minor adjustment on it. Alright, so I adjusted the height on it. This one bolt here, this bolt here, this bolt here, just raise it up like an 1/8 inch. Let's see what it does here. Alright, let's check it out. Hopefully it works right this time. I was hoping it worked right the first time, but you know, it doesn't always work that way. Oh, you can hear it click off now, so that's good. Now this time it should pop open, release the thing, and the motor should be up. I hope I can hear it running. And yep, the motor's at the top. So that was a good adjustment, and that will finish this up until you get the shocks in the back. So I scrubbed all the rugs in the back, the seats. I missed the back of the driver's seat because I ran out of cleaner. But yeah, she cleaned up pretty nice. Not bad for an old girl. On to the next thing. I forgot to tell you why I got the Dumbass Award. The Dumbass Award is because the battery was dead. Yeah, the frickin' battery was dead. Talk about feeling stupid. Well, let's leave the door open. It goes dead again. So yeah, I might just finish this video up and get it up because, I don't know, it is what it is. So you have a good weekend, enjoy nice weather. If you don't have nice weather, too bad. Later. Alright, you guys know what time it is then. That's right. Oh, look at that, beer all over the place. Yep, my dad was here, but he was taking a break. So I got beer left. Thanks, Dad, for keeping my beer here. Just kidding.
Now he's playing balls in Nashville, looking for a sign. They're chasing country dreams down the dirt road tracks, leaving all they know, never looking back, trading in the fast lane for a...
Next on the chopping block, I picked this up, and it was put in a shed because the ignition wire was shorting out, and the guy never fixed it. It sat and basically rotted in a shed. Mordeck is in pretty good shape, so I can get rid of that. Don't need it. But this tractor is going to get stripped and turned into a pulling tractor, so I can quit beating on this one, screwing around at Burnett. So that'd be a good idea. So that's what this one's going to be, probably in about 9 months or so. But yeah.